who don't know that little friends? They taught us a lot, right? And we know that this little one is a winner and this one is a loser. That story everybody knows. We came to know that. What was the lesson there in the story? Could you please share? Go slowly but steady, right? So that was a lesson given by tortoise. But what about here? And here gives us another lesson, that do not compete with tortoise because he is so slow and we definitely become lazy and we sleep on the way of our race of life. So my fellow Toastmasters and guests, today I want to extend this story far more ahead. Because as being younger, when we didn't know, we didn't have pen to write it down, but today we have pen and we have this story extension. So one more lesson we can get from this story, that do not compete with person who is very less capable than us. And if you lost that race, then your defeat will be remembered for ages. That same thing happened. One day, Hare was walking around the playground and kids were shouting, "Hey, loser, loser!" That rabbit don't know, that Hare don't know that, how they don't know about that race. And he was so angry, went home, red-faced, tied his shoe knots again, and went to Tortoise home. Knocked the door. "Hey Tortoise, I want to race again." "Why?" "I want to remove that loser's tag from me." Then Tortoise says, "Well, why not? We will have one more race." So now they again gather, they again organize the race. This time, again, get, set, go. And this time the race and the target was uphill. There were one tree and the race started. Tortoise started like same speed. It cannot fly, right? It started again same. And this time, with the lesson of the life, the rabbit ran that faster, and this time it didn't sleep. And of course, after all lessons used and utilized, you win the race. So this happened that, so the lesson is that utilize your past experiences. And this time rabbit did the same and win the race. That time it is tie, 1-1. But tortoise still was thinking. After so much time taken for strategic planning, one day tortoise went again to Hare's home and knocked the door. "Hey, I want to have race again." Rabbit says, "Come on, take it easy. You can't win again." So that still tortoise was so adamant and wanted to have race again. This time, race was to reach the temple far ahead from here. Again, race was organized. This time, again, the roll-up happened and get, set, go. And this time, rabbit don't want to do same thing. He want to compete. He want to run so fast to break his own record. Because anyway, there is no point in competing with tortoise. So he runs so fast, and suddenly stops, breaks. and saw back. Tortoise were far behind but still happy. And he was horrified. Why? There were river in between the route, and the temple was on the other side of the river. And you know the result. Tortoise came slowly, look at here, smile, jump into the water, swam across, and reached the temple. Again, tortoise is winner. Both of them had their struggles, that fights. Both of them were friends, but still they had Cold War. And one day, they went to Bill Morrill. Bill Morrill is Toastmasters Program Quality Director. And Bill Morrill took them to one of the Toastmaster club. Then they saw that one of the speaker giving speech, very excited, inspirational, motivational speech it was. And after that, there were another session came about evaluation. Person stood up and give his evaluation. He mentioned about his grammars. He mentioned about what are the improvement areas in his speech. Wow, what a wonderful lesson. They think that one person has some positives and another person can add to his positives, to his learnings. From that day, they got the lesson of life. Whenever there will be river in between, so tortoise will take hare on back. And whenever there is a uphill to run, then hare will take tortoise on back. And this is how the win-win will happen. My friends, that extension of that story tells us lifelong lesson. Not only in normal life, not only in childhood, not only in Toastmasters, but in your life too. This is the time gone when you urged you had to be independent, but this is the time where you have to be interdependent. Let others' limitations become your strength. Add the value. And when you both work together, then you will definitely get winning trophy. And that's all about loving, sharing differences. One of the day our Toastmaster members said that the beauty of Toastmasters or beauty of this world is our differences. So tortoise and hare again decided to share their differences and win the race together. So why not? Let's start that race, we all together, and say, get, set, go. Yes.